Today, I'll be opening a pack on FC25, and whatever player I pack, I'll be going to watch live in the stadium. I'll be getting some merchandise and soaking up the atmosphere. Now on this channel, I have visited hundreds of grounds in many different countries. I've seen some crazy teams, I've seen some fantastic atmospheres, and I've seen some brilliant stadiums. But they've all been down to places I've wanted to go myself. The fate does not lie in my hands today. However, I've got a few rules. First one being it has to be a team that play within England, Scotland or Ireland, simply because the budget is not that big. If you want me to do a European one, I'll happily do one if this video does really well, and by that I mean like 1,000 likes well. There's still a big pool of players here. You've got all of the English leagues, you've got the Scottish League, the Irish League, and what I'll be doing is I'll be opening a gold pack. If I don't get anyone, I'll be opening a silver pack. If I don't get anyone, then I'll open a bronze pack, and if I still haven't got anyone, I'll move on to my rivals rewards. Rule number 2 is the player cannot be injured. The player I pack has to be eligible to play, even if they do end up sitting on the bench. And rule number 3, a pretty straightforward one. If it's a Coventry player, it does not count. A pretty logical decision, considering on this channel I go to every single Coventry City match. So then we're on the store. We're going to start off with the gold pack, and the gold pack, yeah, nothing here. We're gonna have to move on to the silver unless I want to go and watch Galatasaray. And the silver pack is pretty much the same as just giving me a load of second division players. Exactly what I wanted. Right then, we're gonna go on to the bronze pack now. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty bleak. This could be a League 2 player, this could be an Irish League player, but we have got a Spanish woman. No, still I don't even think we've got an item from a club. Oh, Morecambe's badge. That doesn't count. On to the rewards then. Genuinely, what if I am here all day and I just can't get anyone that plays in any of these leagues? I'm opening this. I'm not gonna look. We're looking in 3, 2, 1.
So then you join me at Coventry Station. It's nice and early in the morning and you've already kind of whistled it down. It can't be a bronze player, it can't be a silver player. It has to be like a gold 83 plus. And while opening that pack on FIFA has brought me here to London, or specifically Arsenal, and here's why.
We're looking in 3, 2, 1. Beth Mead. I completely forgot that we were in the game.
Now annoyingly, I've never actually been here, so I am currently outside the site of the old Highbury Stadium. You'll see it on the other side in a minute. I've always wanted to come here and have a walk around the Highbury estate and then go to the Emirates and watch a game, so I'm going to still do that, and I do still plan to go and watch Arsenal at some point. But Beth Mead, funnily enough actually, Beth will be playing at the CBS for England in a couple of weeks, I assume. But I am still excited. I've got a ticket in the singing section, so we'll see what it's like at a WSL game. And as you can see here behind me is Highbury Stadium. They just don't make stadiums like this anymore, do they? The architecture outside this old ground is fantastic. It's unbelievable that they've actually still got it like this. I believe this is something similar to what they'll do when Everton leave Goodison Park at the end of the season. And speaking of Everton, they're actually Arsenal's opponents today. I have seen people in the past go inside there, but there's a couple of security guards on all the gates and it does say private property, so I don't want to ruffle any feathers. But Arsenal left that ground nearly 20 years ago now, and the condition that, you know, the outside is in is still fantastic. It's brilliant that fans that maybe weren't able to experience a game there still have that to go back to. Considering the majority of old stadiums get turned into like housing developments and just blocks of flats, it's fantastic that Arsenal still have that. But enough of a history lesson. We're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's Beth Mead. I didn't think I'd ever say that. There we go, look, number 9, Beth Mead. But I don't know what it is about these half and half scarves, but we are here over an hour before kickoff, and obviously the game is at the Emirates. The majority of the Arsenal games are at the Emirates actually this season, which is actually pretty funny because I just assumed that these games were all at Boreham Wood and they'd attract a couple thousand fans, and you had them Arsenal fans that go viral on Twitter for being Tim Park. On the ticket website there was a singing section, so I bought my ticket there just to test the atmosphere at an Arsenal women's game at the Emirates. Anyway, we're around about an hour away from kickoff, so I think it's about time we get in the ground, we soak up the atmosphere if there is any, and hopefully we see Beth Mead play, because she's not injured, so she better be playing. Actually, before we go in, I'm going to go get a programme, one that doesn't have a big queue like that one back there, because you won't believe who is on the front of the programme. Like, Well, one issue I am going to have here at the Emirates that I don't have at the CBS is the tannoy actually works. But my first impression of this place, it's a really nice modern stadium. It is a bit of a bowl. It is literally a smaller version of Wembley, really. A huge benefit of these games being at the Emirates, though, is for people like me and also all these Arsenal fans who may be experiencing this stadium for the very first time. It's so hard to get Arsenal tickets for Premier League games now, especially with the new balloting system. But like even behind here, you've got all these flags and a lot of people taking photos and selfies of the stadium. But really, we're here for Beth Mead. She's on the programme. She's got to score in this game. She has already scored this season as well. Go on then, ball in. Oh, right then, they're going through the lineups. I'm just waiting for the Arsenal one. Question is Beth Mead starting? She has to be, surely. Well then, we're about 5 minutes away from kick-off here at the Emirates, and there's plenty of flags, I'll tell you that. And then here comes the team. Still not a Scooby-Doo on the lineup. Well then, here's the moment of truth. There we go. There we go. A big cheer as well for Beth Mead. Just like that, the game has kicked off. As you can probably tell, the ground is half empty. But I'd still say there's at least 25,000-30,000 here, considering half the ground's full. Another 35 minutes in, the Everton goalkeeper's down. There's literally nothing to report back on. It's been a very boring, dull game. I'll probably catch up with you at half time if nothing happens. And there's the half time whistle. I'll be honest, it's been a very boring first half. Arsenal have had a lot of the ball in that final third, but they haven't created many chances that have really looked clear cut. Just think, right, there's over 2,500 players that could have picked, seeing as I had the 92, the Women's League, the Irish League and the Scottish League. The one that I packed is not only starting, but a striker. Beth Mead is also on the programme. What were the odds of that? She's got a score in this second half. I'm going 1-0 Arsenal. Beth Mead with a winner. I'm already looking forward to it now. I'm also hoping there's some half-time entertainment, but so far, we've just got this. Anyway, Becky Lynch's theme tune. Arsenal and Everton are back out on the pitch. And play has resumed. Beth Mead scores in this half, I'm telling you. One thing that is apparent though, a load of photographers have now just arrived on this side of the pitch. They weren't here in the first half. I think that shows just how big these Arsenal women's players are. They're genuine stars now. And that's something that maybe 5-10 years ago was not the case. I think I'll accept at least an assist from Beth Mead now. She's taking all the corners and all the set pieces. She's the one making the crosses, not shooting. The whole build-up play as well is just so slow. So close to a last-minute winner from Arsenal. Still 0-0, second left of normal time. Soft in. I feel like all I've watched this second half is Arsenal on the attack, and then they'll just pass it around when it looks like they're about to score a goal. I really don't get it. Everton are playing like a typical mid-table side, time wasting. The goalkeeper spent the majority of the second half just taking goal kicks. I know it actually looks like the final attack of the game will be for Everton. Never mind, what on earth was that? And that there is full time. Well, that is 2 hours of my life I'm never going to get back.